So it's becoming a big thing right now where people are telling other people that they're LARPers because they don't like a certain handheld console enough. Normally it's just girls that make YouTube videos about making their handheld consoles all pretty and stuff. So there's been like an influx of comments like, you're a LARPer, you're a 3DS LARPer. Well, anyway, it's been about a year since I started my 3DS LARP. All jokes aside, because I'm bad at them and now I feel bad for being a little snarky. It has been about a year since I modded my 3DS, and so I thought it would be cute to do like a little tour, show you what games I have on it, what I've played, so on and so forth. So here she is. She looks a little different since I first decorated her a year ago. You can see I still have the holographic like cloud and star stickers on there, but now I have Sonadow stickers on top. Don't judge me. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. Side note, apologies for the morning voice. It is morning time and also I did not sleep. But yeah, let's open her up and see what's in there. Look how cute. Let's just start over in Homebrew. I'm sure most of you already know like the Homebrew stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of like gloss over it. So we got Universal Updater. You can update and download all kinds of things from there. You've got Checkpoint, which can be used for like altering save files and transferring save data over. And we've got HShop, which is where you're gonna download all your games. Got Anemone for themes. You got this, which was for badges. I don't think you have to use this anymore, but I do because when I try doing badges through Anemone, which I think you're supposed to be able to do because it registers the QR code and it's like, are these badges? And I'm like, yes. It doesn't do anything, so I use this. FTPD, FBI, Homebrew Launcher, Twilight Menu, which you're going to use to play DS games. Oh yeah, before the games, I have these badges. They're Mamegoma. They're the same set of badges that I had before that I downloaded a year ago. But I guess let's get started with the games. This is Mamegoma Yoikamarui no Genki Knuckle, which is basically a seal pet simulator. It's very cute. It is Japanese only, and to my knowledge, last time I checked anyway, there were not any fan patches or anything like that for translation. But you don't need to know Japanese that much to play it. It's like, you'll figure it out if you just, you know, tap around and learn what does what. Yeah, they can do like races and you can pet them and do all kinds of cute stuff. So I think if you like pet simulation games, you would like this. Hi, it's Future Youth. I just want to take a quick little detour to talk about a different kind of game. This game is something I have actually played myself and that may come as a surprise to you based on my usual tastes. But yes, I have actually played it and I actually do like it. I'm pretty positive that if you've heard of Raid Shadow Legends, you've probably heard things like you can't enjoy the game without spending a ton of money and other stuff like that. But what I think is really cool is they do actually offer a lot of free content, unlike other mobile games I've played or am currently playing. You know who you are. But wait, there's more. Not only does Raid have a ton of content, but they also have some really cool legendary champions inspired by Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, including Alice the Wanderer, Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter, Knave of Hearts, and the Queen of Hearts. Oh, and speaking of free, because I do like free stuff, right now if you use my link or QR code to download the game, you'll get the legendary Elenaril right from the start and the epic Tagoar after reaching level 15. On top of that, you can use one of the 4 promo codes to get some of the legendary champions I mentioned, like Alice the Wanderer or Cheshire Cat. I went with Alice because she looks like a cool goth girl, but turns out she's also really strong, not just pretty. But yeah, if you're interested in trying Raid, or you're even wanting a free way to support the channel because it really does help out a lot, make sure to download the game using my link or QR code and give it a try. Big thanks to Raid for sponsoring me, and let's get back into the video. The next thing is Pushmo. I also talked about that before, but Pushmo is a really fun game. I kind of need to play more puzzle games personally because they make your brain more wrinkly and stuff, and my brain needs the wrinkles. But basically you're pushing and pulling blocks around in different orders to save the little guys right there, and you're gonna have to go like back and forth sometimes, and it's gonna be more and more complicated as it goes on. So it's a very good brain wrinkle exerciser if you're into puzzle games. The next thing is something I downloaded recently, which is Hey Pikmin. I have not played it yet, but basically I want to play it because I tried Pikmin 1 for the first time, and that game is really mean and it stresses me out. So I thought, hey, this is just like a little platformer. I can do a platformer. Maybe it'll be a little less mean. I might be entirely mistaken, and taken by surprise. But we will see. Next thing is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. That is something I downloaded just the other day because I didn't realize, actually. I knew it was on Wii U. I didn't realize it was on 3DS, so I have it on my modded Wii U. Have not played it on the 3DS yet, so I don't know if it's different on the 3DS or not. Super Mario 3D Land, I actually have not played yet either, just like Pikmin. Oh no, is my LARP showing? And then we've got some classic games. We've got Super Mario Bros. I have, of course, played before, but I just thought it would be fun to have on here, even though I'm really awful at it. As far as playing it on my 3DS, I haven't gotten very far yet. I'm very, very bad at 2D platformers. I was also playing this like in the car, so I'm gonna say it's because the road was bumpy, and it's not my fault. The next classic game that I have is actually a Sega game, and this one I played way back when I was a kid. And I was like, oh my god, wait, I played this. Let me play it again, because I couldn't beat it when I was a kid. Surely I can beat it as an adult. No. This game, very hard. Granted, it's more like a beat 'em up kind of game, and I don't play a lot of beat 'em up games. Like, I've played this, and I've played Golden Axe, and I've played some Battletoads. Honestly, I had an easier time with Battletoads. But the gist of this game, because it's probably a little more niche than, say, like Super Mario Bros., is you are being risen from a grave. You know, rise from your grave is the very first thing you hear when you start the game. But you're just this, like, really muscular dude, and you're going around beating up monsters and zombies and stuff like that. And then there are these blue wolves, and when you beat them, some floaty power-ups come out, and if you collect enough of them, you turn into a beast yourself, and then you can fight the big bad boss guy, and then you'll beat him, and then he gets away, and blah blah blah. The next thing I have is 3D Echo. It's not actually 3D Echo. If we're talking 3D Echo, we're talking Defender of the Future, but this is like 3DS Echo, basically. Genesis Echo. I have been a longtime fan of Echo the Dolphin. My favorite was Defender of the Future when I was younger because the Genesis games are really hard. I mean, Defender of the Future is hard too, but this is really hard, and I still haven't beaten it. I might just need to look at a guide. But the thing with all of the Echo games, I would say more so the 3D Echo, like Defender of the Future, but all of them really, like, okay, you're a dolphin, and this is kind of like a puzzle type game. There are gonna be enemies, and there are gonna be aliens, because the people that made Echo, they must have been on something, I don't know. Like, especially Defender of the Future is wild, but, you know, Genesis Echo also is a little strange. But the thing about the Genesis Echo games is I get lost a lot. Somehow or another, I manage to be like, alright, I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. Next thing is Tomodachi Life. On my PC, through legal means, of course, I have an island. And I streamed this and made, like, my chatters into Miis and put them on the island and everything. But I decided I want to do the same thing on my 3DS, because I've only got a few chatters on my island that's on my PC. I want to put literally just over time all of my regulars on this island. I think that would be very cute, so that is on my to-do list. But Tomodachi Life, if you're unaware, which I doubt you are because the new game just came out and it's been like pretty hyped up. Basically, you have an island and you can create all kinds of Miis based after yourself or people you know or celebrities or whatever. And they can become friends, they can fall in love, they can have children, all kinds of stuff. My favorite thing that you can do on this, it's not doable on original hardware if you want to do it anytime soon, but you can speedrun Divorce in Tomodachi Life, which I think is really funny, and I have done it. So if you haven't, you should try speedrunning Divorce in Tomodachi Life. Next I have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is probably, I'm gonna say, my favorite classic Sonic as far as, like, not Sonic CD, because Sonic CD is my favorite, like, 2D Sonic. But if we're talking, like, Genesis, I like Sonic 2 the best. I have good memories of it, especially recently. I tried really hard, and I beat Death Egg with, like, one ring, and I was low-key kind of traumatized, but I'm really proud of it, so y'all know what 2048 is. I have the Art of Balance Touch, and I'm gonna be really honest, I forget what this is. Then I have DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe, which is just a rhythm game that is Kirby themed, which, you know, I like rhythm games, I like Kirby, so perfect. It is a lot of fun, I highly recommend it. It's like, you know, it's not gonna be like Taiko no Tatsujin or Project Mirai, like, you know, all these songs that you love and you like. It's still really cute and enjoyable, so I recommend it. Next we have Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, which is, I'm gonna say, my favorite 2D Zelda so far. See, I grew up playing Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but other than that I didn't play a lot of Zelda games growing up, and so I've been trying to play through them over time. It's taken me a long time because I have a huge backlog of games because I'm very ADHD and I start a game and then forget to finish it. So yeah, this is like my favorite so far, even better than Minish Cap. I've gotten most of the way through A Link to the Past. That game makes me really upset because it's really mean and really hard. So I like Link's Awakening DX. I had a little bit of an easier time with that. Next, I've got FourthTube, which is basically just YouTube for your 3DS. So if you open it, you can actually like watch YouTube on your 3DS. It looks like pretty much like old YouTube. And so if you type in like my channel, YewfNet. Look, Mom, I'm on the 3DS. Woo! Next is Wordle DS. I'm kind of upset that you can only play this once a day. I was hoping I could play as much as I wanted because, you know, you can't play normal Wordle as much as you want. You can't do it here either, but I like Wordle, so it's fine. Pokemon Crystal, which is one of my favorite Pokemon games. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, which I have not played yet. I played, obviously, original Gen 3 because that's one of my favorite Pokemon gens, but I didn't play the 3DS remakes, so this is on my list to play. Style Savvy Trendsetters, which is friggin' adorable, and I love it. It's actually a very, very good game. Like I've talked about before on the channel, I was surprised at like how good this game is. Basically, the gist with it is you are helping run a clothing boutique and you've got to help dress all the customers and sell them clothes and things, and you can decorate your apartment, and it's super cute. The characters are cool and awesome. If you like cute games, you should definitely play this. And then I've got Project Mirai, which I haven't played. I know it's got a lot of Vocaloid songs on it. Then I've got Flappy Bird because Flappy Bird is just fun. There's this other Mamegoma game, but I haven't played it yet because I think I'm gonna need to understand a little more Japanese to understand this one. I don't even remember what kind of game this is. All I know is it was Mamegoma. It's a seal. I downloaded it. We all know what Cooking Mama is. I like Cooking Mama. I'm not very good at it. Next is Zombie Panic in Wonderland. I used to play this on my iPhone back in the 2010s, and when I found out that there was a version for 3DS, I got very excited. It's like a 3D shooter type thing, like an arcade style kind of. And it's got like a lot of personality. It's very addicting, actually kind of challenging because like when they say panic, like they mean that because there's a lot happening. It's a little overstimulating, but it's still really fun. Then we've got 3D Solitaire, which is just solitaire, but, you know, cooler, I guess. And then there's this 10-in-1 arcade collection, which I was excited about, but then it's like all the games I'm pretty sure just like generic arcade games, and so I didn't even bother playing them. I'm just gonna delete that probably. Kirby's Dream Land, which is so far my favorite Kirby game. Dreamland 2 was also like okay, but Kirby's Dream Land 1 is better. I need to play the GBA Kirby games actually, but so far really like this one. Just a little crosswords game. Sonic Generations, though I don't really want to play it on 3DS because I tried and it's weird. Then there is Miitopia, which is another Mii game, and they do all kinds of like funny stuff. There's all kinds of games and things, and you know, it's pretty fun. I think Tomodachi Life is better, but that's just my opinion. This is Ever Oasis, which is like kind of if Animal Crossing and Legend of Zelda had a baby. And I like it better than Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing, it's very easy to get bored, in my opinion, even though I do like Animal Crossing. This game doesn't just have, you know, like the whole life sim aspect kind of thing, town sim, whatever you want to call it. You also get the dungeon crawling, combat kind of thing, so it's really interesting. I like it. I think more people should play it. I want to see it come out on the Switch too, actually. That would be incredible. The last thing I've got on this, you know, main screen here is Taiko no Tatsujin Adventures Through Time and Space, which I have mixed feelings on this one because I really like tapping the screen to play, but I wish there was a better song selection. I only like and know a couple of the songs, and so like not like the biggest fan. I actually don't know if there's a way to like, if there are fan-made maps that you can put on here, that would be really cool. But yeah, as far as like what's included and also like on the DLC, I don't know. There are a couple good songs, but for the most part, it's kind of eh. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up Toilet Menu and look at like the 2 DS games I have on there. No, I lied, I have 3 DS games on here. The first one is basically, okay, there are a couple of games starring Tingle from The Legend of Zelda. This one is basically like a dating sim. Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, this one is like really strange because you wouldn't think it would be, but it's actually like pretty good. Basically, Tingle is trying to get into paradise, and to do that he has to make a lot of money, aka rupees, and so you're going to go dungeon crawling and you're going to barter with people and try and throw a bunch of money into a pond so they let you into the magic place in the sky. The game has some adult themes, kinda, which is weird but funny. But yeah, it's actually like strangely good, so I would try it out actually. And then we just got, you know, Nintendogs. Everybody knows Nintendogs. I don't really think I need to go into that. But yeah, that is everything on my 3DS so far. If you have any recommendations for what I should put on here, let me know. Big thanks again to Reed for sponsoring me. I'll have all the links and codes in the description, and I'll also put my QR code back up on the screen. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!